Hey everyone, welcome back. I know I haven't made one of these in a while. I've been a bit busy, but what I do have time for is to listen to the new Intervals album that came out, and I'm sure a lot of you have been jamming along to it. And personally, I've been a little attached to Earthing. That song is amazing. I'm not sure what it is. It's probably the reference back to the waterfront, but I've been listening to that one a lot lately, and I've been trying to learn it. Disclaimer, this is a lesson for the intro portion, right? So about the first minute of the song. So if you came here for a full song tutorial, my apologies. But my technical abilities are not up there with Aaron's yet, so I can't learn that song the day that it came out, right? So I still need some time to figure the rest out. But there are official tabs out there, but I realize that not everybody has access to those. I understand. And I obviously can't distribute them. I can't share them. But the best I can do is walk you through some parts to the best of my ability. And hopefully the way I explain things is clear enough for you to get an idea of what it is I'm playing. And hopefully I can help you work out the rest. But yeah, so I don't want to talk too much. I'll get started. In some sections, I might include a click track if I am playing to the song's tempo. Most parts I'll be slowing it down, but if I'm playing to the song tempo, I'll have a click track just so you can figure out the rhythm by listening, because I understand sometimes my explanations of rhythm are not the best. So hopefully listening to the click track will give you a better idea. So yeah, so let's get started. So the song starts off on the 7th fret and the 10th fret, right? 7th on the D, 10th on the B. He's playing mainly octaves, right? So if you're counting, he's playing eighth notes. He's playing eighth notes, right? So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So you do that on 6 counts, and then on the 7th count, you only do 1/8 note. You only do the bottom stroke, the downstrokes, right? So you don't stroke back up. So it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. On the 7th, not only do you just play downwards, you slide down. So I know I did a lot right there, but they're all octaves, okay? They're all just the same note twice. So starts off 7, 10. After the slide down, he returns back to that same octave. On an upstroke, you slide down to 5 and 8. And then you move down one more to the 4 and the 7. Right. By the way, the song is in drop D. We haven't used this string yet, but it is in drop D. So then you slide all the way up to the 12 and the 15th. Right. So that little part, after you play this, and that little pause, you slide from the 9 and the 12 up to the 11 and the 14th. And then you slide down to the 7th and the 10th, the original, the first notes. And then you return to the 11th and the 14th. And then you move back down to the 9 and the 12. Alright, so you return to the 5 and the 8th. And then after that entire section, you might hear that he starts playing this arpeggio, and it's actually on the G string on the 11th. I'll lower the volume, it'll clean it up. So G on the 11th, and then 10th fret both the B and the E. So the pattern is G, B, G, E. And then he slides down here to 5th fret, both the E and the B, and then G on the 7th. Right, so and after playing that, he does this. Right, 5th on the B, 4th on the G, 7th on the D, and then you're gonna slide into the 6th, also on the D. Right, so so after that whole portion, he moves on to the lead part, and then the lead part, actually, that's where the reference to the waterfront starts. He slides into the 17th fret on the B string, and then you play 16th on the D, 14th on the G, 16, 14, 16, slide up to the 18th, hammer on from 16th to 18th, right? Lots of notes. So 17th on the D, slide down to the 16th, and then pull off to the 14th. 16, 14, 16. B string, pull off 15 to 14th, and then you repeat the 16, 14 pattern. Right, so that part, lots of notes, and it gets a little bit fast on here. Right, so slide on the G, 12 to 14th, 14 on the D, 12 on the D, 11 on the D. 12th on the D, 14th on the G. Palm mute the 12, right? Slide from the 12 on the D down to the 7th. D, 6, 7, 6 on the G, 7th on the D and the A. And then you play the 7th again on the D and hammer to the 9th. Forgot to mention, when you play the A on the 7th, it is palm muted. Right, so right, and then right after that he plays this 9 on the D, 10. So 9, 10, 9, 7. 9, 10, 9, 7. And then you move up to 9 on the A, and then pull off to the 7th. So once you get that down, he slides from the 9th to the 11th. And then hit an open A. Right, so after that, he returns back to the 17th. And he repeats that. Okay. And I know you're going to hate to hear this, but that's up until where I have it worked out. There's a few notes in between. For like 2-3 seconds, he plays a few notes. But what I do know is that before he moves into the verse, he plays this exact same thing, but down here on the G on the 14th. So 14, 16, 17, 16. Pull up to the 14. 16, 14 on the D. 18th on the D, and then just slide down. And then the verse kicks in. So yeah, that's what I have worked out so far. My apologies if you expected a little bit more. But like I said, my skills are not up there with Aaron's yet. So I'm still working through it. But that's what I have worked out so far. And hopefully the explanation was clear enough for you to get an idea of where the notes are, what to play, and sort of picture the song on the fretboard. And if you have a good ear, maybe that can help you get a head start and figure the rest out by ear. So. But that's what I have so far. I promise to have an update in the following days, coming in the following weeks. Not too late. I promise I'll do it very soon. Once I nail the entire thing down, I promise I'll have an update. But for now, that's what I have. If it was helpful to you, great. If you expected more, I'm sorry. I'm still working on the rest. But I'd appreciate if you could leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment, whether it's positive, negative. Doesn't matter. If it's constructive criticism, I appreciate it. I don't do these a lot, so anything that can help me improve, I'll take it. So so I appreciate it. And that's it. That's what I have for now. So thank you guys for sticking around, and I'll see you very soon.